A terrific summit, fast-moving, great conversations, and in many ways embodies everything that Stuart Holliday worked on for the last 19 years and 9 months, 8 months, something like that, right? So I had this idea to honor Stuart and make it a surprise. And I spoke to Natalie about this, and I said, let's surprise Stuart. It was frankly in the spirit that President Obama surprised Vice President Biden with the Medal of Honor. I said, let's do that for Stuart. He's always honoring everybody else. Let's surprise him at the summit this year. And then Stuart surprised me. He called me on a Saturday. We occasionally talk on a Saturday in August, and he wanted to speak to me, and I called him back. He was running out to lunch. I go, all right, this is unusual. So, and that's when Stuart surprised me and said he's going to be leaving Meridian, and went on to Lockheed Martin. And so this, what started as a surprise, is no longer a surprise. I've worked with Stuart now for close to 9 years. It started like with many people with a lunch at the Meridian, at the Metropolitan Club. I think I should call it the Meridian Club. I don't know. I think with Stuart stepping down, their revenue at lunches may decline. They may have to find another source of revenue. And, you know, Stuart and I come from very different worlds. He comes from Texas. I come from New York. He comes from a long line of Republicans. I come from a long line of Democrats. And yet I think we believe that in communicating, in listening, in collaborating, we can get to a better place. We may not always get to an agreement, but we'll get to a far better place. And in thinking about Stuart's time here at Meridian, I think back to something President Clinton used to talk about that I've thought about for a long time, since he was president, and that is, we all have more in common than what separates us. Working together, we can get a lot further than working by ourselves, and we should all leave the world and the place we live in a better place than we found it. And Stuart has done that in every fashion whatsoever. So let's just give him a round of applause. He has championed the idea of open diplomacy, which is, in fact, every one of us is a diplomat. And when I was in business, I used to think every single person in the company is in marketing and sales. From the receptionist to the porter to the people loading, everybody is in marketing and sales. And Stuart's view is we are all diplomats. We're all ambassadors in one form or another. And for example, this summer I traveled twice with Stuart. We went to India, but we traveled to Osaka with our trustee, Randy Levine, as well. And all 90, am I correct, was 90 cultural envoys we sent to the expo. They all were ambassadors for American culture, American values, and we're going to see that again with America 250, where we have just gotten a grant from the State Department to continue that sort of cultural envoys. Our exchange programs, the International Visitors Leadership Program, that and programs like Fulbright that started after World War II to make sure that we have exchanges, people-to-people exchanges, have grown enormously under Stuart's time here. And on top of all that, he's built a remarkable team that will continue to lead Meridian. So I want to just take a pause and ask everybody who works for Meridian to please stand up and also get acknowledged right now. Stuart, in many ways, that is your real legacy. You leave Meridian stronger, more resilient, more ready for the next decade, and also far more financially nimble than we were before. So on behalf of the board, friends, partners from around the world, I want a genuine thank you. So I'd like you to join me up here. We're going to show a short video. That's the right response. I think they want to capture your... No, it's not a... Would I do that to you?
Yes.
Yes. So let's play the video.
The nexus of traditional foreign policy and citizen diplomacy and international visitor leadership. It's truly at the cutting edge of what we're doing.
From the beginning, the Honorable Stuart W. Holliday was immersed in diplomacy. Born in Africa as his father, a U.S. diplomat, opened the U.S. Embassy in Malawi, he witnessed diplomacy during a period of global change. He learned the value of observation, insight, and building relationships.
Stuart Holliday worked with me when I was permanent representative of the United States to the United Nations. And during his tenure there, he did a magnificent job on very difficult issues, both in the Middle East and in Africa. He was a splendid representative of the United States.
At Meridian International Center, that vision came to life through innovation, collaboration, and cross-sector engagement.
Stuart has done a magnificent job of building the Meridian Center to what it is today. As a former United States ambassador myself, I can tell you the value that the Meridian Center provides to the diplomatic community in Washington, D.C. is unparalleled.
Since 2006, he has guided Meridian through remarkable growth, strengthening its role as a leading nonpartisan center and advancing American diplomacy, global leadership, and international collaboration.
When I think about Ambassador Stuart Holliday's legacy, it really always comes down to one word: service. He has served our nation with so much dignity and so much honor, both in the military and in government when he and I worked together for President Bush, and at Meridian.
Under his leadership, Meridian's mission expanded to new sectors, from technology, business, and space, to sports, culture, and state and local government, while keeping its campus a vibrant center for dialogue, education, and diplomacy.
Stuart was an important member of my team as both governor and president, so I was not surprised when Stuart took the helm of Meridian International to make America stronger and the world more secure through diplomacy. And I was not surprised he excelled in this role for nearly 2 decades.
The programs he has nurtured, the relationships he has built, and the innovations he has championed ensure Meridian is well positioned to continue advancing diplomacy and leadership in a rapidly changing world.
Today, Meridian is even more respected, more influential, and more adept at navigating the diplomatic currents of an increasingly complex world, thanks to your nearly 20 years of transformative leadership.
He is a rare combination of professional excellence, global vision, and personal commitment, and his impact will continue to resonate through leaders, partners, and communities he has inspired.
I'm so proud of you, my friend. I can't believe we've gone from all-nighters in the OEOB in the White House to seeing you soar at this new role. You have left a huge legacy, and you are a great friend to so many of us. Congratulations, Stuart.
Stuart, thank you for your leadership, thank you for your friendship, and thank you for the great example that you've set for diplomacy in America.
And I want to join everyone in congratulating you on what has been an incredible tenure.
Laura and I wish you and everyone involved with Meridian all the very best.
I actually shot that photograph. So as people say, not the next leader will have large shoes to fill. They'll bring their own shoes. They may even bring their own purse. We'll see. But Stuart, you're also much thinner now, and you did it the old-fashioned way. But before we let you to the podium, and first I also want to acknowledge Gwen, who's been at your side and spectacular. We have a few quick tributes from the audience, and then I will give you the podium. But I think we have first Elizabeth.
Thank you. And it's a tough act to follow here. And Stuart, congratulations, and Gwen as well. It's wonderful to have you here. As you've heard, one of the key pillars of Meridian focuses on cultural diplomacy. So as chair of Meridian's Center for Culture and Sports, It's an honor for me to be here today to pay tribute to Ambassador Stuart Holliday. Well, I've been a volunteer for Meridian for over 3 years now, or close to 3 years. I've had the privilege of knowing you for over 20 plus years, and we've intersected many times professionally through my days at the Smithsonian and through a very special friend of ours. And all these years, the one thing that has stood out that everybody has highlighted is your deep connection and passion for people-to-people relationships. What many of you might not know, that Stuart is not only a skilled diplomat, but he is also an accomplished artist. Did any of you know that? Google it. It's great. He's really talented. And I think that that creative spirit has helped shape your leadership at Meridian, helping our center in particular grow with authenticity, credibility, and heart. More recently, Stuart expanded our mission to include sports diplomacy, a space which values teamwork, respect, resilience across borders, and speaks to people everywhere. In June, Stuart hosted a conversation with NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell to formally launch our Global Sports Diplomacy Initiative, marking a bold, new, exciting chapter for Meridian. As Stuart moves into his new role at Lockheed Martin, he carries with him the same passion for global engagement and strong relationships with international partners that have defined his career. On behalf of the wonderful and fabulous Meridian Cultural and Sports team, I wish to say how truly lucky we are to have a leader so committed to our mission. Stuart, thank you for your vision, your creativity, and your friendship, and we celebrate your enduring legacy and wish you all the success in your next new chapter.
We also, the ambassador from Portugal, there we are. Very good.
That's my friend.
Thank you very much. Well, good afternoon, everybody. For those who do not know me, I'm Francisco Duarte Lopes. I'm the ambassador of Portugal to the US. And you know, I've been in Washington for 3.5 years. And one of the first persons I met, to whom I did one of my first courtesy call, was precisely Ambassador Stuart Holliday. And since then, I could always count on his foresight, his good advices about everything that's happening in Washington, but especially everything that I needed to know about the rest of the country. And even coming from a strong ally, member of NATO, member of the European Union, and having been in the US now for 8 years, because I was in New York before Washington, you really need some good advices from good friends in Washington. Apart from that, our wives, Gwen and Paula, belong to the same club, and cherry on top of the cake, Ambassador Holliday organized a wonderful mission to Portugal, mission of Meridian Center to Portugal with Ambassador Randy Levine. Dear Randy, always a pleasure to see you. But my dear Stuart, and this is not from ambassador to ambassador, this is from Francisco to Stuart. There's still one thing to be accomplished. We still need to go to a American football game.
Got it. Done.
If possible, Army, Navy, for 2 reasons. The first,
You'll be on the Navy side.
of course. The first reason is because it's wonderful to go with somebody that is a staunch supporter of one of the teams. And the second reason is that I need to go with somebody that knows the rules. Thank you and all the best.
Done.
Mr. Ambassador, I had the same problem when I watched a football game and with, at that time, Secretary Sebelius and Ron Kirk, who was our trade rep. And at the end of it, a week later, it was my birthday, and they gave me Football for Dummies because I asked too many questions. I have a copy. So the last word will be from our summit and Meridian Ball chair, Art Collins. So Art.
Yeah, it's a roast. Good afternoon, everyone. In 2011, I had this wonderful honor of joining the board of Meridian. And I didn't know Stuart before I joined the board. And as we all know, Stuart is a very unique individual. A very unique individual. But having said that, you hit the lottery when you meet Gwen and realize that she's even more special. And as a couple, they are extraordinary. They have become friends over the years with my wife, Selah, and I. We have traveled to different regions of the world. This organization has grown by leaps and bounds with an amazing team of professionals that support all of the work that Meridian does. When we started this journey together, the corporate council was in its infancy. We dreamt of having maybe one day 30 members of the corporate council. And now the corporate council is more than 80 plus corporations. We've had extraordinary growth and performance. Imagine those of you who are in the corporate sector. He's been leading this organization for almost 20 years. Imagine exceeding your public guidance every quarter for 20 years. That's what it's like to roll with Stuart Holliday. I would say that Stuart is a diplomat's diplomat. That's a great title for him. If you were a nation state, you would say that Stuart is your ally. But his most important title to me and to many of us is friend. Congratulations, my friend.
Oh, jeez. Stuart has given this to countless, hundreds of people.
I can't imagine. Oh my goodness. Thank you. What
You
an
probably
honor.
designed it.
No, I didn't. I just wanted to say, I know the most dangerous place to be is between you and lunch, so, or preparations for the Meridian Ball. I just wanted to say thank you, and thank you to Gwen for working in the private sector for 20 years to allow me to have this wonderful job that really is a mission that endures, and I'm so committed to and will remain engaged and committed to. But what I really wanted to say is this is really for the staff. This organization, you can have vision, you can lay out a plan, but without a great team, and I'm very, very fortunate to have a great team, and I thank you so much. And I'll be around, so I will see you this evening. What an honor that I see Natalie Jones' fingerprints on that video. Great to see so many of my friends and mentors. Peru, thank you for, as the corporate council and others, to TK and Frank and everybody on the team. I also wanted to give a shout out. She's not here. Lee Satterfield, who helped us get on track. Teresa, and thank you for keeping the numbers in order. And Kelly's not here, but I could go on and on. But this award is for you. So thank you very much.